Hi, I'm Yobian. Welcome to Reimagining Malaysia video series. Today, I'm going to talk about youth and jobs. Recently, Tun Mahathir has commented on young graduates selling nasi lemak and drive Uber.
Kita tidak boleh berbangga dengan mereka terlibat dengan menjual nasi lemak ataupun jadi driver Uber.
And of course, BN politicians and their armies have thrown all kinds of criticism on him. But honestly, Tun Mahathir was just stating the fact of the job situations that is faced by Malaysian youth today. Well, there's really no problem young graduate to sell nasi lemak or drive Uber. But the question that we all really need to ask is this: do they really want to do it, or are they forced to do it? Below the surface of young graduates selling nasi lemak and drive Uber lies two big structural problems. First, unemployment. 1 out of 10 youths in Malaysia is jobless today. While the World Bank reported that Malaysian employers are struggling to look for talents, 1 out of 4 graduates could not get a job 6 months after graduation. This shows that our tertiary institutions are actually not producing the workforce that is needed by the market. There is a mismatch between the supply and the demand of workforce. This is the first structural problem. Second problem, underemployment. Growing up, we were told that a university degree is the ticket to a successful life, or at least a better life than our parents. It doesn't apply anymore today. Many young people today, even with a university degree, are not earning enough to cope with the rising cost of living. Starting salary of young graduates have not increased for the past decade. As a matter of fact, 54% of young graduates are earning less than 2,000 ringgit per month. Do you know that this low salary phenomenon is a result of an economic structural problem that has failed to create good jobs, high-skilled and medium-skilled jobs that pay good salaries? We can see clearly here that our economy has created low-skilled jobs at a faster rate than high-skilled jobs, and we are facing a hollowing of mid-skilled jobs. The percentage of total employment for low-skilled jobs grew from 10.6% to 13.8% from 2001 to 2015, whereas mid-skilled jobs reduced from 65% to 60.7%. High-skilled jobs grew only 1.2% for the past 15 years, from 24.3% to 25.5%. So, how are we going to overcome this? There are 5 things government should do to create a better economy for our youth. First, we must solve the problem of the mismatch between the supply and demand of the workforce. We can do this by matching the numbers of scholarships as well as intake to the tertiary institutions to match the number of what the market needs in the near future. There should be aggressive reskilling program to reskill the unemployed graduate that is now stuck with the consequences of the mismatch between the supply and demand of workforce. Besides that, technical and vocational education and training should be rebranded as an attractive pathway for SPM leavers, especially among those who are not academically inclined, just like Germany. It is better to be a TVET graduate armed with skills that have high demand in the market, such as crane operator, aeronautical mechanic, than a university graduate with no job prospects at all. Second, we need to improve our youth transferable skills. Our higher education should equip our graduates with more transferable skills, skills that can be transferred from one industry to another. For example, the ability to learn new things quickly and independently, as well as the ability to think creatively and critically. Other desirable traits include good working attitude and good interpersonal communication and leadership skills. Next, our economy needs to move from a labor-intensive economy to knowledge-driven economy. The government needs a comprehensive carrot and stick system to encourage more businesses to adopt technology. This is because such business transition can create more medium and high-skilled jobs. We should also increase our spending in R&D. This table shows the average spending on R&D as a percentage of GDP according to different income levels of the country. Guess how much are we spending? Malaysians only spend 1.3% of our GDP on R&D. This is even lower than the low and medium income countries spending on R&D. In this globalized world where labor, raw materials and goods can move across country boundaries with ease, we need to use our know-how and knowledge to ensure that our economy stays competitive. Next, we need to incentivize youth entrepreneurship. Only 2% of our graduates start their own business upon graduation. This is one of the lowest in the Southeast Asian region. Actually, SMEs create 70% of jobs in Malaysia. If more youth can start their own business, more jobs will be created. This is why we need need a specific program for youth entrepreneurship. Lastly, everything goes back to institution. We need to create an economy that works for the youth so that they do not only survive but thrive in the future. This is Yeoh Bee Yin. See you in the next video.